Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Romance 14. Hansui. Second try. So I tried this in the last stream and kind of came up with an idea, which was to get the hell out of this area, this region that he's in. Who the hell's that? Hang on. Wang? This guy's random. He's got the Shoe brothers, right? These guys are brothers, aren't they? Wang. I don't know who this guy is. Dismissed from duty by Dong Zhuo for opposing his transfer of the capital to Chang'an, he then joined Wang Yang and Lu Bu in their effort to assassinate him. Rumors say he died during the unrest caused by Li Ju and Guosi. So why is he a ruler in this start? He knows the crane formation. Huh. I've never seen this guy in any of the games in this spot. What city is this? Is this, that's not Runan, right? Is it Runan? Let me see. Where can I check the city? I don't think I can check it. That looks like Runan. Huh. Weird person to have. I would have preferred to just have Xing still alive in this one next to Sun Jian. Okay, anyway. Anyway, so I played Hansui in the last stream. And far too late, I discovered the idea. I came up with the idea of just running towards Hanzong to escape this press, because we are pressed. Normally, I'd be able to fight He-Jin. That was the idea. But you can't really fight He-Jin in this and survive because you've got Dong Zhuo right fucking behind you. So you got He-Jin's forces, the Imperial Army's right in front of you, and Dong Zhuo's army's right next to you. So we're allied with Ma Tang, but one thing that's not done well in Romance 14 is that alliances are pretty much only made to keep people from attacking you. Like, that's it. You can't really ask for help or a dispatch of troops. This is probably one of the poorest games for getting help. Like, you just can't get help. You can ask for forces to attack bases, but sometimes they don't even do that. Like, the diplomacy system in this game is not good. You know, it's really bad. It's very anti-player. Like, it's very anti-player. The best thing I can say about the diplomacy system is that you can make an alliance with somebody if you don't want them to attack you, and then just leave it there. You don't have to worry about it anymore. That's the only good thing. Everything else about the diplomacy system in this game is really weak. It's very, very weak. And the expansion, the PUK for this game made it worse. Like, it actually makes it worse. But at the same time, it's bad, but it's the kind of mechanic that's bad and you can ignore it. You know what I mean? You know how some games have elements, like there'll be games that you like to play, but they have elements in them that totally suck. But thankfully you can ignore. You can just fucking shelve that shit and be like, I'm not touching that. I don't have to touch that, right? That's diplomacy in Romance 14. You don't have to deal with it. That's the best thing about it. Which is good for me. Like, I'm that type of player. If I don't have to engage with something, I will just ignore it completely. I like the link system. Okay, link system is a perfect example. If I don't have to engage with it because it sucks, I absolutely love it when the game allows me to not engage with it, because then I don't have to deal with it. I can be like, it's not there, it doesn't exist. So that's diplomacy in Romance 14. If it was good, I'd be able to call on Ma Teng to help me, and then it'd be fun. You know, the two brothers here, the sworn brothers, Ma Teng and Han Sui, getting each other's backs to fight off the Imperial Army and Dong Zhuo. I'd love to do that, but the diplomacy doesn't allow it in this game. So all that to say, we need to run very fast. As soon as I spawn in, I'm going to run and get out of here. Get out of this press. That's the plan. What's up, Safrudin? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. What's up, Lucretia? Says he was the governor of Yu Province. That guy, the old guy, Huang Wen? Han Sui doesn't need help. Oh, I need help. Anthony Chen, if only Chad Yuan is already born. Yeah, that'd be good. It's not even, I guess it's not even much a question of needing help. It's just that it'd be nice for the story beats, man. To have the Liang bros kind of team up. But you can't even do it in the game. You can't even play out, you know. Alright, so let's fucking start already. This scenario is really well fleshed out, by the way. The storyline, like the opening, what's it called? The opening cinematic is good. That's gonna play.
太平道教祖张角领导的黄巾起义，因张角中途病逝而偃旗息鼓。但是，黄巾起义暴露了汉室的衰败，此后各地接连爆发了反对汉室的叛乱。在凉州，韩遂等人连年作乱。 黄甫松和董卓等人奉命逃。
Here we are. Han Sui and his allies have been raising a rebellion for years.
在长沙，欧兴举兵
Before the Yellow Turbans. Before the Yellow Turbans, Han Sui was causing trouble for the Han. Yeah, I wish Aok Sing was in this one. I'd love to play as Aok Sing.
张举为天子，与乌桓的丘里居联手维护
Absolute
河
dummy
北。
of a ruler. Can't even call him a ruler. He's just a brigand.
被逼无奈的朝廷设置州牧一职，各路诸侯与起义军在各地展开了激战。而在宫中，宦官
Yeah, I like the
时常
cutscenes
使
in this game.
专自
They're well
布
done.
阵，与外戚合尽的权力之争，如火如荼。
If you were here this morning, for the morning stream, we're gonna get to see Heejin's folly once again play out. He's so stupid, man. He's so dumb. Alright. Han Sui with that nice baby blue. Naotora. You can see Naotora's on message. She wore the baby blue. Represent the team. She's a team player. You know what I'm saying? She's on message. Okay. I think I'm going to give Ma Teng... I'm going to edit Ma Teng and give him 10,000 extra soldiers, because I'm abandoning his ass. So I'm going to give him like 10k. And, nobody else. Nobody else needs any help, I don't think. How do I do that? Edit? Force? Is it force? What's up, Ikari? He led an army to attack Cao Cao and got whooped. Yeah, I mean... There's a long name of people that tried to do that. I think Ma Teng was enough of a threat that was enough of a threat to Cao Cao that in the novel he does pull back his forces a couple of times because Ma Teng is always threatening to attack. I think the reason that the Liang army wasn't very successful was literally because they didn't have siege. These guys were up here in this corner where like almost barbarian citizens, like mixed. So they didn't have proper siege weapons and stuff like that. Like they couldn't take the cities in the Central Plains. It was very difficult for them. This isn't it. Let me see. City? Wu Wei. Yeah, okay, here it is. So we'll give my tank 10,000 extra soldiers. 10,000 extra supplies. Bring your own supplies. Okay, so like I said, when I tried this morning, it wouldn't have been so difficult. Like, I'd like to square off against Heejin. The problem is Dong Zhuo, the opportunist, is waiting in the wings to attack us. And look at our numbers. 12k is all I get. This guy's got 25. And remember, it's Dong Zhuo. It's not some nobody. It's Dong Zhuo. This guy's a menace in this game. A menace. And Huang Fu Song leads the Imperial forces, who's a great commander. The thing about the Imperial forces is that they have the numbers. Heejin can get like a nice stack of like 70k over here. And then Dong Zhuo's got the talent. So Dong Zhuo's got the talent, Heejin's got the numbers. So what I'm gonna do... Han Sui's pretty fucking cool. So Han Sui... What was that? Oh, okay. Twitch. Chilling after a day of shopping? Dude. I hear that, man. We've been putting together our stuff. We started putting together our stuff back in October. And, mostly me. I still missed a few people. So... a couple of people are going to have to get gift cards. You know what I mean? Because it is far too late to go out there and fight with people and the lines and everything. You know? You hear Dong Zhuo has... yeah, he has a son. He has a child. To quote Billy Zane. I have a child. Long Dong. Alright, so Han Sui, this guy has awesome traits. Vantage ground, your stats go up if you're fighting in home turf. If you're being invaded, your stats go up. That's vantage ground. Dash. Okay? In a game where everybody's kind of slow, in a game that moves at a chill pace, if you're the person who has an ability that makes you faster than everyone else, it's just busted. This is like borderline busted in this game. Just being able to move way faster than everyone else. The dash bonus increases maneuver of all formations. It says right there, unless you're in a ship or a siege weapon, his maneuver is boosted. It doesn't matter what other formation it is. Maneuver just goes up. I don't know by how many points. I'm sure somebody will know. And then he also has... This word gives me trouble. Indefatigable. I don't know how to say it. This is what I was saying. You know, some words in English I just can't pronounce. Can't do them. You know, indefatig. Anyway, this word right here, this ability, whenever his supply line is cut, his morale doesn't plummet. So I've talked about this before. Romance 14 has the most punishing supply system of any of Koei's games. Any of Koei's games. This game has the worst. I'm not going to say worst because it's intentional. It's by design. But it has the most punishing supply system. If you ignore your supply line in this game, you're just not going to get very far. You have to learn how supply works. You know? You have to learn it. And most of the time, it's trial by fire. So you just have to suffer figuring out how supply line works in this game. The thing about it, when your supply line is cut in this game, your unit loses morale, morale plummets, your unit is restrained, so they can't move, and they can't take any orders. So it's a death sentence. You're just frozen. As your morale drains, as your troops desert, as your unit gets weaker, and you can't move, which means the enemy can close in and wipe you out while you're frozen. You can't retaliate, you can't hit, nothing. It's the most punishing mechanic in any of Koei's games. I hope they never bring it back. It works in this game, but I hope Koei never brings it back. Anyway, this ability, when your supply line is cut, your morale does not plummet. You're not going to get routed by morale loss, basically. That's all this does. You still get restrained temporarily, and you still get frozen temporarily, but your morale doesn't plummet. So this means that Hansui is the perfect guy to go on a long expedition, because he doesn't care too much about the supply line being cut, and he moves fast as fuck. So he's the candidate to go on a voyage across the map, which is what we're going to do. We're going to run all the way towards Chang'an. And then he's got Provocative, which increases confusion length, which is good. He's actually got a cool kit. You know, characters, that's the word I've been looking for. Characters in Romance 14 have kits. Just like when you play another video game and you're playing a MOBA or, you know, an Overwatch type game, generals in Romance 14 have kits, and you have to look. Traits are part of the kit. You have traits, you have abilities like raw stats, traits, and then you have tactics. That's part of the kit. What tactics can the general use? And then finally you have formations. So you have 4 different aspects to a general's kit that makes up the unit and whether he's good or not. So one kit can be trash, but another kit can be so good that it evens out, or it completely negates another part of the kit. So anyway, these are just his traits. And he has greedy. He costs more money. That's not that big of a deal. But these are just his traits. When you look at the rest of his stuff, a lot of his stuff inflicts confusion. So because of provocative, confusion is lengthened. So you can play him as a general that inflicts disorder and just confuses units. You can also play him as a speedy, you know, you can also play him as Sonic the Hedgehog and just run around everybody cutting off supply lines all day. So he's got a couple of different ways to play. And then he's got pretty good formations. All his formations are excellent. Like, he has access to some of the best ones in the game. They gave him Owl formation, which is the fastest formation. So you gave a general that has access to the fastest formation in the game, the best trait for speed, which is dash. So this guy's just stacked with fucking speed, which is cool, because it's Western Liang. You know, these are guys who are like a pain in the ass to the Imperial forces. They can't catch him. So they captured his personality. His, you know, everything works with the way that the novel describes him. Hanzui's a rebel who the Han forces can't put down. They can't catch the guy for years and years and years, you know? And they captured it in his character. His character matches that. He's fast as fuck. He can throw people into confusion, and he has access to really fast formations. You just can't catch the guy. Oh, and he's a pretty good leader, because he's the leader of the rebels. So he's our best guy. Outside of him, we've got his son-in-law, who got a buff. This guy gets better and better with every game. I don't know why. Maybe Koei's trying to make Hansui a thing? I don't know. His son-in-law's got 84 strength and he's got heroic. So he triggers duels easier. And he has Dauntless. Dauntless means that you can't be inflicted with restraint. So if his unit's supply line gets cut, he does not get frozen. He ignores that part of it. His morale plummets, but he doesn't get frozen. So it's the other side of the coin. Hansui doesn't care about morale loss from supply line. This guy doesn't get frozen from losses from his supply line being cut. This is the main thing. He's a fighter. 84 strength. He can win some duels. And then after him, everyone else is kind of whatever. We've got Lee Naotora. Again, she's wearing the team colors, the baby blue. She's kind of average. I actually increased her stats a little bit, but she's still kind of average. The best thing about her is that she buffs all male units' stats. So all male units in range of her unit, their stats get buffed. And I gave her Imperial Academy so our officers grow a little bit faster. That's about it. Oh, she's got Inspire. She can increase her morale. Recover wounded troops a little bit. You know, support character. Pretty much just a support character. But if you guys didn't know, there was a crossover pack where they brought over some of Nobunaga's ambition characters. Some of them. I think it happened around the time of Taishi. Oh, and she has Wise. Wise means that you're more likely to offer suggestions, proposals. That ain't a real word. It's not. Well, I feel better about that now, Lucretia, because I couldn't fucking pronounce it for shit. Gojia is the best with Owl plus Dash. Oh yeah, Gojia is broken too, yeah. Yep, you're right, Bebek. Gojia, I forgot about Gojia. I think every kingdom, every 3 kingdom probably has one guy who has an insane build for speed. I just don't know them because I don't play 3 kingdoms in 3 kingdom games. So, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't play, not anymore. So, I'm unfamiliar with the 3 kingdom officers. We don't need Gojia, Lucretia. We've got Han Sui. We don't need him. We got Han Hao. This guy's pretty good in every game. Colonizer. Supply consumptions of units within your range is decreased. Okay, so he lowers our supply consumption rate. When your supply line is cut, your unit will not suffer any status ailments. So this is way better than Han Sui's trait and his son-in-law's trait. This is the ultimate, I don't care about my supply line being cut. So if you're playing this game and you're having trouble with supply lines, just give your officer Calm. And your unit will not suffer any ailments. That means you're not going to be confused. That means you're not going to be restrained. Disciplined, Flame Queller, and Agricultural. Okay. What can he do? Fish Formation, Ring, and Crane. He has Expel? That's a ship tactic. That's weird. This guy was actually really good in the past games. He's still pretty good, but he's always been solid in every game. Like I said, this game does a good job of giving you an officer that has like a 60 leadership that you would throw into the garbage bin, but you'll find yourself using him anyway because he'll have traits that are relevant, he'll have access to a formation that you need, he'll have a tactic that you need. Like I said, raw stats are just part of the whole kit with every officer. So alright, we're gonna dash. Literally, we're gonna start dashing towards Hanzhong. We're gonna go Snake. And the toughest part is figuring out how many troops to take. I'm gonna take 7,000. Once I get into the mountains, my speed will go up because Snake Formation gets a movement buff when you're moving through the mountains. And the woods. So he's going to get a buff because of dash, and then he'll get another buff because he's moving in favorable ground for the formation. We have to survive a year until Heejin's army collapses. And then we'll have Dongzhuo to deal with. I don't know if these events... Has anyone in the chat... Do you guys remember playing this, like, before the PUK dropped? Because I don't remember if the events were, included. The death of Emperor Liang and all that shit. I don't remember them being in the game before. Like, they feel new to me. Alright. Like, my first live stream, I think, was this scenario. And I don't remember the events happening. I don't remember Heejin, you know, the war between Heejin and the eunuchs, and Cao Cao rising up, and Yuan Shao. I don't remember any of that being in the original, in this scenario originally. So I wonder if they were added as an update. My first run in this game, I might do it again. My first live stream on this channel was with this guy right here, Zheng Chun. And maybe it's because I played up here, but I have no recollection of all this happening in the capital. I don't remember the events happening up there, although I was fighting for my life. So I was probably I might have been just busy, you know, because it didn't affect me at all. I was starting in the corner and trying to stay alive desperately. Gongsun Zan kind of attacks you pretty much off the jump. Alright. A whole year. Take the indie from independent and add fatigue and then able. Indie, fatigue, able. Indefatigable. Indefatigable. I don't know. I have to work on it. I'll tell you, some words like some words just really trip me up. Indefatigable. We'll just pretend that it's not a real word. We're gonna grab as many villages as we can before we lose them, because there's a chance each village, these little spots right here, these are villages. Cores. The game calls them cores. I don't know why they picked that name. They should have just called them villages. Cores makes it really confusing. But they're villages. Each one can have 3 officers seated inside of it in the game. So in the beginning, since I have these 3 territories, for example, right? I have these 3 territories, guys. The game might tell me that there's no free officers. It'll tell me we don't recommend searching because there's nobody there. But if I grab this village or this village, all of a sudden it'll say, yes, go ahead and search. There's a chance that we'll find somebody. That's because every single village on the map, every little village, not the cities, not just the cities, every little village, all those little white shields that you see everywhere, can have 3 officers seated in it. So sometimes, well, in my opinion, when you're playing these early scenarios, even if you're going to lose the village in 3 turns, just go and take the village, because you don't know who's residing in it. You don't know who's there. Could be anybody there. Especially if you've scrambled the map. I always scramble the free officers. So there's literally, it's pure RNG. You know, it's Guan Yu could be could be next to us, and we don't know. Or Guan Yu could be bordering Heejin's territory over here. So you always want to grab as many villages as you can, even if you have no plans to defend them. Even if you're going to lose them the very next turn, that one turn could make a huge difference. See, and when you have now somebody with Wise, there's a higher chance that they'll prompt this special command, Recruit Officer, like now Tora's doing. Recruit Officer eliminates the need to search. It eliminates the RNG. It automatically lets you pay money and find the officer 100% and recruit them. So this command is really fucking strong. So another reason to grab the villages. One of your officers might give you this recommendation. So we already found 2 people.
现已完成任务。
Is this the good one or the bad one? This is the bad one. Shit. Well, he has supply lines at least. See, even a guy like this who's trash, he's mostly trash. Stats are bad. Bad trait. Only one single tactic. Only one single formation. But he has a policy that's really good. Supply consumptions is decreased. That's for the whole army. So he saves you like, I don't know, 3%, 4% on your supply consumption across your whole force. 3 or 4% supplies are saved. So that this little policy, you see how bad this guy is? This guy's like a B. He's a B because he has this really good policy in his kit. If he didn't have this policy, he'd be a fucking... This guy would be like a D. But just that one single policy saves the whole character. Saves everything. Because supplies are so important in this game. So making your supply consumption a little bit cheaper while you're fighting is really important. So that saves him. But he's still pretty bad. I can't use him for anything else. He's gonna... Okay, he's gonna grab that. Okay. Alright, Hansui's running. Fatigueless, yeah. Fatigueless, Ikari, that's a good word. Gives no fucksless. How about that? What's up, Sammy? Yeah, it's a rerun today. We're gonna give it a second shot. If only Hansui was with us, said by South South after Chibi. Yeah. I mean, why not? GB is so crazy, right? The way it's presented in the novels. I'm not talking about the historical account. Let's, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the Three Kingdoms novelization. The amount of gymnastics that you have to go through. The amount of things that have to go right and wrong for Cao Cao at Chibi. It's just fucking crazy. This could still end early if Dong Zhuo targets me instead of Ma Teng. Like, he attacked Ma Teng the last time. He's attacking me this time. Shit. Probably because I gave Ma Teng 10,000 extra soldiers, so he's no longer an attractive target. Alright. I don't have to tell him. He knows. Alright, so we're in danger. Dong Zhuo is attacking us first. This didn't happen the last time. This did not happen. Recruit officer again! Are you serious now, Tora? 3 people? 3 people in one city. That's because of the villages. Again, each village can have somebody. Casting a wide net, and she's catching them. Gongzun Kang. That's weird. He's already in the game, 17 years old. Wow, Gongzun Du's kid. Snake formation, ring formation. Promote areas is really good. Increases development of your territories. Yeah. Surprise attack. Rain of Arrows. Is Rain of Arrows a ship ability in this game, or is it a bow ability? I think it's a ship ability in this game. I don't know. They change it in every game. It's kind of annoying. They use the same words. Koi uses the same words, but they change the meaning, I guess, in every game. It makes me feel like playing in. It makes it feel like you're playing an EA game. If you guys have played any EA game ever, EA loves to do this. They change, like, they just shuffle things around every year, and but you're just getting the same game, you know? They shuffle the words around, the marketing talking points, but you're getting the same fucking game every year. Koei does the same thing. That's why I say Koei is like the lesser known EA in the strategy sphere. They're the OGs. Before Paradox started going down the toilet, before Total War started going down the toilet, Koei was practicing bad faith policies with their video games before anybody else in the strategy game sphere. They're the OGs of it, you know? They'll like they'll drop a feature, bring it back 2 games later, and then they'll say that's a new feature under the guise of a new word. They'll repackage it, call it something else, and then they'll try to tell their fans that it's a new feature. So our supply line is going to be cut, but Han Sui, because of his ability, fatigueless, gives no fucks less, his morale will hold, so we don't have to worry. But just in case, I'm going to spend some cash. I'm going to spend some cash and raise his morale even higher. And then I have no idea how I'm going to hold the city. Oh, he's going this way. Okay, good. He's not heading towards me. Why did it say he was attacking us? It did say that for a second. If we survive the year, we will see Heejin, the Han collapse, and we will see Yuan Shu rise up, Cao Cao rise up, and Yuan Shao rise up in their territories. And it doesn't matter what's going on in those territories, the event will place them there, which is kind of cool. Is it on the settings? Sammy, I've got Free Officer Origin City scrambled. Yeah, it's on the settings. You can scramble the appearance of where officers appear. So they appear, so they can appear anywhere, not just where they're pre-programmed to appear. You know. I've been playing with that setting. Like, I always have it set on random because I've been playing Three Kingdoms for like 2 decades. I've been playing 3 Kingdom games, so I have everybody memorized. You know, all the big hitters, I kind of have them memorized where they're gonna appear. So I started scrambling. And injecting RNG wherever I could, because you get to a point where it's not fun anymore. You already know where everybody's gonna be every single time, you know. He didn't cut my supply line, which is weird. He got all the way up here and then he turned back around, which is fine, I guess. I mean, whatever. I wonder if we can strand the Imperial forces once they start heading down the valley. Once they get down here, I wonder if I can send somebody to cut their supply line and just strand them over here. Because Dong Zhuo is not attacking me. He's going after Ma Teng. Ma Teng should be alright. He's got 20,000 soldiers. Let's see. Why not both? Let's try to harass Dong Zhuo and Ma Teng. I mean, save Ma Teng and harass Heejin. You don't have Reckless, right? Worst trait in the game is Reckless by far. If your officer has Reckless, they will just abandon their orders and charge off. So, if you're not Lu Bu or Zhang Fei, It's the worst trade in the game. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna try to cut off Dongzhuo's army from their supply line. Throw them into disarray. That'll help Ma Teng, and then I'm gonna try to do the same thing over here. But this is probably gonna be less likely to succeed, but it's fine. We just have to get to Hanzhong, so our survival is assured. Let me set up my admin. So, domestics, we want that. Yep. Development increase, even though we're not developing right now. Now Tora is going to be our warlord. We want Han Hao. Supply. Food is consumed at a slower rate. And both of these look pretty bad. I think that's it. I think that's all I can use. I don't really want to use these battle ones. Okay. She was already running the show in an unofficial capacity, and now she's just running it in an official capacity. Alright, Han Sui should be at the gate this turn. Dude is incredibly fast, man. Incredibly fast. We're gonna need, like, whenever I do the community series, we're gonna need somebody to have dash. We're gonna need a dash guy. We're gonna need a guy to send on the most dangerous missions. And he's gonna need a lot of speed. High risk, high reward. This guy's still crossing the mountain. He's probably gonna come over here and grab this village from me.
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna build an arrow tower up here. I'm gonna try not to make it so easy for Heejin to wipe us out this time. Try's the key word. I don't know that it's gonna work. Okay. Found 3 officers. Not as good as the bowman. I would have preferred to have found Zhao Ang again, but yeah. I kind of don't want to build up the city because I think we're going to be attacked right away. Oh, I fucked up. I sent Han Sui to search. I needed to deploy him right now to take the city. Oh well. Heejin is a fucking powerhouse, man. Just conquering everything. Fast Sui, yeah, dude. He's fast. Are you guys gonna fight? That's good. You guys go ahead and kill each other. That's good. Just don't fight me. Alright, he's building that arrow tower. I don't know if he's gonna get it. His supply line's been cut. Ma Teng's deployed himself. Cool. I wish you could watch the duels in this game. I don't know why they discontinued that. You know, in the old Three Kingdom games, the game would ask you, like when there was a duel triggered, even if it was like between AI, the game would be like, hey, Lu Bu's fighting Guan Yu over here. You want to watch that? And it's just like, do you even have to ask? Yes, I want to watch that. You could watch battles. You know, if there's a huge battle going on between two AI forces, the game would ask you and you could watch the AI just clash. like stuff like that. I don't know why they just stopped it. It's like people will still watch cool shit, you know. Like you guys, I don't know why you guys discontinued that. If the Battle of Hulao Gate is happening and I'm not participating, I'd still watch it, you know, to see who wins or whatever. Duels, you should be able to watch duels in this game for sure. And I wish they had kept debating. The debate system. Is this guy throwing up the devil horns? Oh yeah, that's Han Yin, yeah. Han Yin's a metalhead for sure. Confirmed. Alright, Han Sui's gonna take 2 more turns to get back because I accidentally sent them all the way back to search. So, all that time I had, the head start that I have, I just gave it back. Oh, they're already here. We gotta run. Forget it, Gongsun Ken. Forget it. Get out of there, man! Run for it. Abandon the tower. Abandon the tower like you abandoned the Yuans. Can't march. We gotta check to make sure there's no free officers. You never know. You never know who's gonna stumble through your territory. Mountain Warlord. Alright, let Naotora go over there. We've got to get our people out of there already. Time to evacuate the city. Abandon all hope. Live to fight another day. What's up, Gabriel? 7:30 over there? Oh man, it's the middle of the night over here. It's the middle of the night. We're trying the Han Sui run again. This time I left immediately. Like I just ran out. So I feel pretty confident in my chances of surviving. Like he just got to Shenyang and he doesn't even have a garrison. I got 7,000 units this time. 7,000 soldiers, I mean. So I'm gonna leave 1,000. 1,000 back. And then Han Sui is just gonna start zooming. Look how fast this guy is. You see that? It's gonna take 7 days. One turn is 10 days. He's gonna be able to capture those 2 villages and take the city and have time left to put his feet up. And have time left to take like a power nap. That's fucking speed. I'm gonna take a chance with Gongsun Kang and try to strand this guy. And then there's nobody here. The city's empty. Except for Naotora when she gets back. But once she gets back, I'll pull her. We gotta get to April till the death of Emperor Liang. So it's gonna be dicey for a little while. Then after we take Hanzhong, then the question is gonna be, do we advance on Chang'an? Head down here? I don't know. The speed, look at that. Fast. It's got those sonic colors. Sonic the Hedgehog colors for a reason.
有事吗？
Alright, he's still working his way down there. That's fine. Now Tora's coming back. We need to get her back to the city so we can abandon it. Don't want to risk her getting caught. And then, did everyone get here to the gate? Yes? Okay, let's get all our guys from the gate over here. We gotta start conquering all these villages and everything. Start suppressing the areas around here. Who do we leave at the gate? Someone's gotta hold the gate. Liang Sing? Who's got Reckless? Somebody's got Reckless in this force? This guy. Okay, you can stay back. Pretty much never want to deploy somebody who has Reckless in this game. Like, ever. Unless you're Lu Bu or Zhang Fei. Then by all means, deploy them and, you know, set it and forget it. But everyone else, you do not want to, you don't want to do it. Alright, Hansui, start bringing in the villages. Just take 1,000, I guess. Take that. Should I go this far out? Right next to Heejin City. Let's do it. Just to be a pest. Just to be a pest.
即刻出征!
It's easier for us to get out there into the mountains. See, all this is mountain terrain. It's a pain in the ass to move through, but Hansui can get through it pretty quickly. So it's going to be a pain in the ass for the Imperial forces to get out here and bring the village back under their control. Every time. Every time we take it, they have to march back out and retake it just to deal with, just to suppress it. I guess that's what a rebel would do. Be a pain in the ass. Go, go, go. He's not that fast yet. Now he's quick. Now he's in the mountains. Snake formation is, I think it's twice as fast on mountain terrain. So you can move at a pretty healthy clip. Alright, they're both encroaching on the city. Let's get our officers out of here. Let's get our people out. Dongzhuo and Heejin can fight over it. Oh, I think I called over. Probably did. That's fine.
Sure.
Gongzun Kang.
Sure.
Just gonna send him on a suicide mission to see if we can capture those villages. Okay, let's search. It still says there's... It's still recommending me to search in Anding, but I can't anymore. I'm just gonna start searching in Hanzhong. See if we can find anybody. Already found 3 people, so... Not too bad. Oh man, really? Liu Zhang's forces went north instead of going south. So they're already next to me. I thought I'd have more time before I had to deal with him. But he's already a neighbor. Someone of great talent in Hanzhong. Okay, well, let's find them. Bring them to me. What? That's trash. That red exclamation means that you can have a surround and conquer triggered against you. I don't actually know what determines that. I think it's if you don't have enough cores, but I'm not too sure. Okay. Wonder if I can take these. Hanzhong. Both of these are supposed to be Hanzhong. Okay. Hansui's all the way out there, so I'm gonna deploy a third unit. Oh, nobody's got Snake. Naotora. Oh shit, I need Naotora to get back here. Alright, we'll wait for Naotora. I always forget about these little villages over here, because it's mountainous terrain and it's such a pain to navigate. If you guys want to experience pain, man, ugh, try invading Shu in this game. It's horrible. Like, they actually did the history right, where it's like Shu was a great defensive spot. It is great defensively, because when you go to invade Shu in this game, oh my god, it's so tedious. It's really difficult to, like, break through. We found 2 officers, but none of them joined us. Neither. Gongsun Kang is getting kicked and butt kicked. Just don't die. Alright, that's fine. We were never gonna hold on to that up there. See, this guy's coming out now to stop me. So I'm sending 1,000 units, 1,000 soldiers, to take this little village, and then return home. He's got to send 8,000 to go retake it. So it's just a drain on his supply line. It's a huge drain on their resources, and it's almost nothing to me. Because Hansui is just... he's just fast. He's too quick. I think he's like 52. He's the fastest 50-year-old on this map. Alright, now Tora, send her on a journey. Should I wait? Should I just wait? You know what? I'll wait. I'll wait for Hansui. Let him do it. Reinforce units. None of those suggestions are any good. Let's try to recruit the guys we discovered. So we've got Yi Yong and Liang Gang, I think, is better. And the other guy, I don't even remember. He looks like a bowman. Let me see. He's a bowman. All formation, snake formation, and volley. Well, he's perfect for this region. He's got the only formation that's relevant for being in mountains and woods. All formation for speed, for harassing units, and he's got a volley tactic. Officer of Yuan Shao. Following his surrender to Gongsun Zan, he attacked Zhu Ling. Gongsun Zan took Zhu Ling's family hostage and sent reinforcements. However, Zhu Ling was prepared to sacrifice them and attacked, managing to capture Yi Yong. Wow, Gongsun Zan took Zhu Ling's family hostage. Zhu Ling was prepared to sacrifice them. Damn. Zhu Ling's a savage. Zhu Ling said they're as good as dead anyway, and attacked anyway. Alright, barracks. We can actually try to develop these spaces. Let's see. economy. Area suppression and economy. I don't even remember that in the novel. But there's some stuff that's... Even the novel, as long as it is, the Three Kingdoms novel feels like there's still stuff that's missing or that could have been expanded on. So I wonder if there's like a more complete edition floating around somewhere. Well, the novel's a beast. Like I said, that thing's already massive by itself. But there are some chapters that you read, and it's like there's a huge battle that happened, and you can tell that the author, what's his name, Luo Guanzong, you could tell that he was like, yeah, there was a massive battle, but that's not what I'm trying to talk about here. So it's just gonna be 2 lines. Like there's a couple spots in the novel where it's like 2 lines, and then it just moves on. Are we gonna lose Anding? How is this city still standing? There's nobody in it. Yeah, check Henzong, yep. Let's see if we can get those new guys. April, gotta get to April. He said no. Okay, who else? Oh, come on. We need him. Yes, now Tora gets it done again. Now Tora doing the heavy lifting, as usual. It doesn't matter the game. She's carrying. Alright, there goes the city. I wonder who gets it, Heejin or Dongjuo? Oh, Gongsun Kang was still there. He surrendered. Whoops. I forgot to get him out of there. He surrendered to Heejin. I knew you didn't have it in you to be a rebel. Gongsun Kang. Alright, put Chen Yi over here to defend this gate. Maybe I can get an alliance done with Liu Zhang over there. Okay. And then we need Hansui to get back. We need to take these 2 villages. How much gold do I have? 5,000. That's not a lot. Shit. That other guy's already gone. Oh, we recruited him. That's right. Let's try to get this guy. Look how slow. If you don't have snake formation or owl formation, do not try to cross the mountains, man. Just don't do it. You're just gonna suffer. I had a run once where I tried to cross, and I had a huge army. It was like 60,000 soldiers, and I lost them all. Just mass desertion, trying to cross the mountains. It was awful. Strengthen fish and arrow, I guess. That's all we got. It ain't much, but it's all we got. Yeah, losing Gongsun Kang, that hurt. Because he had that policy that increases the speed of your development. So that hurt. We're going to miss that. If I don't get an alliance done with Liu Zhang, we're going to get embroiled in a war. Going to get embroiled in a war with him it's just going to go on forever. Well, you know what? This is more interesting than playing as Zhang Lu. You know, we're in Zhang Lu's spot, but we're an interesting force. So it's a lot better. Just because of that. It's like we have a group of rebels. I always wish they would give Zhang Lu something. Like, I don't know what you could give him, but something that's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what you could give him, but they should. He's always there in every game forever. He could use something that makes him a little bit more unique, you know? Hanzhong is like, when Cao Cao takes over Hanzhong, Zhang Lu is spared because he has amassed supplies there for years and years. He's really good at agriculture because of the territory, so he manages his supplies really well. And Cao Cao spares him because of that. He's like, oh, clearly you have talent, blah, blah, blah. So he ends up sparing him. They should give him something that's supply focused. But I don't know what. Some kind of ability. Something to do with him being able to, I don't know, be an efficient manager. I don't know. This would have been the game to give him something too. In this game, there was a real effort by this team that made this game to make everyone distinct, you know? So this would have been the game to do it. So if they didn't do it in this game, I think Zhang Lu is doomed to be painfully generic, like forever. Public order, no, we're good. If we can get our public order up to 100, we can trigger a volunteer soldiers event. That'll give me an extra 3,000. But we've got 5,000 right here, and that's more than I had the first time I attempted this, so I feel good. I think we can hold this spot. I think we can hold on until the Han government completely collapses. And then we'll have to deal with Dongzhuo, a really strong Dongzhuo, but I think that's still better than Heejin. I think. I feel like it is. Alright, what else can I do? They're up here wasting their time. We've got this. I need to send Han Sui out here. We need to take these two villages. Okay. The gates are so strong. Like, it's gonna take a lot for us to lose a gate. This guy really does not want to join us, which sucks, because I like to have a bowman. Song Zong. This guy is not very good. We'll take him if we can get him, but he's not very good. Not what I was hoping for. It's okay though, we've got two villages. There could be some officers in these two villages, plus it's about to be 189. So new people should appear. So there's a good chance that we'll find a couple more people before our final roster is like set, you know? Because that's the thing, like the first couple years in this game, the roster is, what's the word? Malleable? Like the shape is still, it's still not set, so we still have time. We have these two villages, plus the new year's about to turn. I should probably take this gate. There could be somebody here. But it's gonna bring me into war with this guy, with Shu. And I don't want that right now. I don't want that right now. I don't want any trouble. My hands are full, fighting off the Imperial forces. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth going over there, starting trouble in Shu. Just to get a free officer, it's worth it, you know? Gongzu Kang, you fucking traitor. He has abandoned me, like he abandoned the Yuans to their fate. A real on-brand move for him. Very on-brand for him. Alright, can I sell some supplies? Very little wiggle room here economically right now. And I gotta be careful. I always have trouble with supplies. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. Okay, Hansui's on the way. We're gonna take these two villages. Hopefully there's an incredible general hiding out over there. Just chilling. And then the question is, do we take this gate? This gate is basically Troy. You know, do we want to start a war over a single person? Potentially. It's the Troy question. What's up, Seraphil? Yeah, I agree. Zuling needs to be way better than what he is. Way better. I just feel like, I don't know, some of these guys get lost in the shuffle, and if the development team that's in charge of the game doesn't take note of something, they just stay lost in the shuffle, you know? Like some of these guys who, if the development team doesn't go deep into the novel, they just kind of look at the last game, the character stats in the last game, and they go, okay, let's just kind of bring them over, you know? I think that's kind of how it works. So you have to get people, you have to get a team together that is really paying attention. You have to get the passionate guys who know the lore to get the stats bumped up or get them radically changed. And more times than not, I feel like the people that they have just don't know the stuff very well. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they just get programmers. Basically programmers, and they make a cool game and they get the stats very wrong because they don't really read the novel. Like they haven't read the source material, or they don't know it that well. You know, they get the cliff notes. That's more what it is. Sometimes it feels like the guys designing the game just got the cliff notes and that's it. So a guy like Zhu Ling, whose war should be higher, for example, you know, he should be like in the 80s, is just stuck in mediocrity game after game because nobody's paying attention, you know? It's weird. That's why you have like a consulting position at companies. It's like, why don't you guys have a consulting position when you make these 3 Kingdom games? Have somebody who just knows the source material in and out, and have them run a comb through everything, all the officers. It's pretty simple, right? And then you'll get your stats. Your stats things will reflect the material a little bit better. You just have to hire someone like that. Hire a consultant that knows their shit. Dude. Really doesn't want to join. November's coming up. I mean, January's coming up. November's already here. $14,000, is that necessary? At least it's a single unit. I need Hansui to get back. He's got the speed. He can run in circles around this guy. When he pushes on, Hansui can run in circles around them. 14,000. That is overkill. Oh, who's this guy? Never heard of him. Wang Kai. It's also kind of like why the late periods are always so empty in this game. It's like Koei just hasn't bothered to expand on anything. It's just, again, like, get somebody who knows their fucking shit. Like, if I get hired onto a project, right, and I'm just a designer, I'm gonna go on a forum, I'm gonna take a day, I'm gonna go on a forum, and I'm just gonna, for the material, whatever it is, whatever the project is, right, let's say I'm making a soccer game, I get hired by fucking EA, right, I'm gonna make a soccer game. I don't know anything about the player ratings, I just know how to program the game. I'm gonna get on the forums, and I'm gonna make a list, and I'm gonna whittle it down. I'm gonna pick 3 candidates. I'm gonna find 3 guys who know their stuff. You know, they're always in there. They're posting about the ratings in the season, so and so statistics. You know, the guys who just are keeping up with everything, and those are the guys you hire on as consultants, because they live and breathe. They're living and breathing the soccer every day. You know, those are the guys that Koei needs to get. You know, Like, you can't expect everybody to know everything. You know, like, your programmer is not going to know the source material and all that. Like, there's not always going to be perfect overlap, so just get a position for that. Get your actually guys, you know? But get on the forums and find the guy who's like, actually, get that guy. The guy who's raising his hand all the time and is like, actually, he didn't start conquering until the winter of 226. In the spring, he was still visiting his grandparents. You know, get that guy. That's the guy that you gotta hire. Because it's, you know, he'll get it. Everything will be on point. Make sure he's not biased. You know, he might be biased in some things, but still, that guy's better than getting these people who don't have, like, you know, they're just trying to kick out a game. They're not going to take the gate. This is going to be a problem. But I think it's going to take forever. Hansui's probably going to be back. Wait. Let's check to see if I have a recruit prompt first. No. Okay, no recruit prompt. Alright, we'll search. I think Hanzong's got some weapons and stuff buried, right? I think I found the God Blade earlier. So it should still be there. Now, I don't remember what else is here. Is an alliance with Liu Zheng worth it? That's my question. He's kind of a passive ruler. Is that a transport? Oh boy. Not great. Let's keep trying to employ, what's his name? Yi Yong. This guy's got a badass portrait. Even the most unknown and unrecognizable officers have sick art in this game. Like, everyone's got sick art. Okay. Of course. Hao Mei. Sounds familiar, but I don't remember him. Dude. You know, I feel like I've tried to recruit him before in another run somewhere, and he's stubbornly said no as well. Like, for most of it. Should I return or try to cut them off up here? I feel like once they commit to turning down the valley to head towards the gate, I could just cut them off. But this infantry, this fish formation is going to take a long time. I'm going to be waiting and waiting and waiting for them to get into position. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'll just take this and then head back. I got to worry about Jiang Qin, the pirate. Sending pirates to fight rebels, huh? What a solution, Heejin. What a solution. Powder keg solution. Very on brand for Heejin. The same man who called all the warlords together to the capital. At the same time. At the same time. And then everyone said, no, don't do this. Heejin is just like, I don't even know what to say. Like, he's portrayed so dumb. Everyone around him is just like, don't do this. Everyone. He makes everyone look incredibly smart. I guess that's the best thing about him. He buffs everyone else around him. What can I say? He makes everyone else look good. Hao Meng is a Lubu guy? Oh, okay. Yeah, he sounds familiar. I'm just like, who's this guy? I gotta look at his stuff. Koei really has no excuse not adding more officers. Even guys with only a single mention to the later scenarios. Yeah, I agree. The later scenarios should already be fleshed out, just like Osaka. This is a pattern that they do. I think it's because... okay, I think it's because they know that a lot of people don't play the later start dates. They know that. So they're like, we can cut corners here. We don't have to flesh them out because who's really playing 225 Shu Shi Bao and then 227 Shu Shi Bao? You know what I mean? They kind of have that attitude, but they have that attitude about like 249, the start of change. They're like, who's really playing the start of change 249? Who's playing 269? But it's like, bro, if you make the scenario, people are playing it. You can't have, you know, they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. You know, because the attitude is like, we're not fleshing out the later scenarios. If you guys notice, there's not even fucking events in later scenarios. Like, I started creating all the events that are supposed to happen, like a year ago, to flesh out the later scenarios in this game. Because they never add them. There's just a couple of things. Maybe you'll get 2 things. Usually it stops around, in all the games that I've played, usually it stops in Suge Liang's northern campaign. Suge Liang's like, we're going north. We've conquered Nanman, we're going north. And then the game stops. There's no more events. Usually that's what they do. So there's this attitude of nobody's playing late Three Kingdoms scenarios. But you guys keep making them and charging for them. So, which one is it? Because if no one's playing them, then don't fucking make them. You know? Don't make them then. Put that time into adding more shit into the game. You know? But they keep making them and selling them, so people are playing them. So flesh them out. Add the scenario. Add the officers. Give us more officers. Give us events. There's a lot of things that happen that are just not addressed. You know, Sima Yi's rebellion. Kind of a big fucking deal. You know? Like, where are the events to that? Even minor things, like, Zhuge Liang's kids. Zhuge Liang's kids, their last stand at Mianzhu Gate, right? Deng Ai attacking. Deng Ai attacking, I think, was in Romance 10, but Deng Ai taking the route to attack Chengdu. The suicidal route through the mountains. Where's that? Flesh that shit out. Make it an event. I mean... oh my god. It's infuriating. One day I'm just gonna make all the events for myself, you know, in this game, because this game has the event editing tools. If you guys like editing your stuff, if you guys like having tools for your sandbox, this is the best one. This romance has the most tools. You can edit so much stuff. You can make events that have weight to them. You can fully customize them. This one has the most customization tools, you know? You have the most at your disposal in a long time. That's one thing they got right, that really they should just carry into every game. Every game should be like this one in terms of options. Should be endless options for how you want to customize. Endless features to create. Alright, let's look at this Hao Men guy. He's a Lubu guy. 66 strength, 60 leadership. Bad traits, except for Latin, which I gave everybody Latin in this game. Reorganize supply lines. Okay, he's good. Just because of that. Lowering supply consumption is so good in this game. It's almost essential. I feel like it's essential. Surprise attack, can be good. But reorganize supply lines, okay. Officer of Lubu sought help from Yuan Shu when Lubu was pursued by Cao Cao, but was captured upon his return and beheaded. Oh, fuck. In official history, he rebelled against Lubu and was killed by Gao Shun. See, I don't like this either. I don't want the official history stuff. You know? Keep it. It's called Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Just stick to that. Don't muddy the waters. Don't muddy the waters, Koi. Don't do that. You only play the early ones. You want more leaders on the map. 269. Let's go. I think I said... did I say 269? I actually meant 264. 264 is the fall of Shu, not 269. I don't know what the fuck 269 is. This guy's still... Yeah, this Ji Yong guy, we finally got him. Holy shit. But I think I had him in another run where he just refused to say no as well. Like, I mean to join up. He refused to say yes. He would just not sign on. Gongzun Gong. My path to supremacy will start here. Oh my god. Gongzun Gong. His path to supremacy. Okay. Gongzun Gong rises up in Huiji, establishing the new faction. That's hilarious. Gong supremacy starts here. That's awesome. I love the dialogue in this game. Like, if you guys pay attention to the quotes during tactics, especially duels and battles, the dialogue is really good. Like, there's some effort put in. There's a lot of effort put into this game, so it's not just a numbers game. You know? So it has life to it. It's not as... This game isn't as cold as it first appears. You know? It appears to be like a very cold by-the-numbers game, but there's a lot of effort and care put into, like, fleshing out characters and giving them personality and shit like that. And even when the personality doesn't make any sense, because Gongzun Gong talking about supremacy is just hilarious. That is something else, man. Alright, 189. Come on, new officers, please. Decreases morale, yes. Because it's already going to get cut. It's going to be pretty low. Once Hansui comes back, maybe we can capture Jiang Kui when his unit gets routed. He's reckless. That's a problem for me. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm just going to wait. We're going to advance here, let him go, because if he sees Nao Tora's unit, he's gonna break off and start chasing her. So I'm gonna let him get a little bit further in, and then we'll capture this. Good thing I saw that, man. I love a scenario that really portrayed the Wu successor issue with Sun Quan's son splitting into two factions. Yep, that's another part in the books that's just... It's a big fucking deal. Sun Quan kind of... I don't know if he was losing his mind. I know a lot of people say that he's... Sun Quan kind of loses his mind. But I don't know if it's actually insanity. I think it's just old age. Like, the guy lives for a very long time. Like, I think it's frailty and old age. I don't think he's, like, insane, you know? But yeah, the crisis in Wu, that so many retainers get killed over, you know, Luke Sun ends up dying. They lose Luke Sun because of that, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of late Three Kingdoms stuff that they could do that's just... They don't do anything over. And like I said, the company motto seems to be nobody's playing our late stuff, but that's just bullshit. Because if nobody was playing it, you wouldn't make it. You know? Yeah, they have dialogue bubbles for every trait. Yeah, that's right, Seraphil. Yeah, it's just really cool. There's a lot of little things in this game that it gets right. I don't think he'll be able to take the gates, because gates are insanely... Gates are just insane in this game. They're insane in every game, but... They're absolutely ridiculous in this one. You can collapse a whole army with like 1,000 soldiers behind the gate. How is he conquering this so quickly? Feng Yi is over it? Feng Yi's got famous or something? I feel like he's got a lot of hexes there already. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe his conqueror is just high. Alright. He's heading back. We're going to try to cut off his supply line. The gate should be alright. We'll monitor it closely, but it should hold. On the flip side, if I lost the gate somehow, that would be like game over for me. That's the only reason I'm staying alive. Is because Han Zong is such a hard nut to crack. Let's do barracks. We got a gate protecting us from the north, a gate protecting us from the south. And then the east is just the mountains. It's a really good spot for Han Sui. Chen Yu. Ooh, a Wei officer. Three Kingdom officers for me are always so exciting. You know? Even the ones that are like B tier, because B tier Three Kingdom officers are still A tier for everyone else. And I never get to use them. So having anybody from the Three Kingdoms is always like... It's huge, you know? Still have to get him, though. I wonder how old he is. Chen Yu's always old. Look how slow the tower is, man. I wish we could edit formations. That's one thing that they should have let us do. They should have just let us edit the stats of each formation, because I would speed everything up in this game. It would fix so much, just to be like, hey, I'm gonna increase the maneuver of every unit in this game. Oh my god, it would have fixed so much.
我知道了。
怎么了？
Give everyone dash. You should do that. Just give everybody's dashing everywhere.
是。
Alright. So we've got those two territories. The only thing that remains is, should I take this? Start trouble with Liu Yan. I almost said Liu Zhang, but Liu Zhang hasn't taken over yet. Try to get Chen Yu.
即刻出发。
And then we'll try to get this guy as well. He's a scholar.
我出发了。
The last two guys can just search wherever. We gotta start recruiting, probably next month.
我出发了。
The only reason I haven't started is because Heejin's army is gonna collapse when we get to when we trigger the eunuch events and all that shit. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get some coffee real quick. Chen Yu, yeah, he is a great find. Makes Cao Cao fly. Let me see who this Huang Wang guy has found. 2 officers here. Li Dian, well, Li Dian's gonna leave. One of the things that the events don't tell you sometimes, when they're really big events, they don't even bother to tell you all the notes in them. Like when we get to Cao Cao rising up, you know, after he almost after he craps his pants trying to kill Dong Zhuo, when we get to Cao Cao rising up finally, it doesn't mention that all the officers that join him and that they all get pulled from other forces, but that's what happens. Which is kind of lazy. Sun Jian should be a powerhouse too. Matter of fact, he should take over the southern half of the map over time, which I guess is pretty much the usual thing for him. You know, I should have moved Sun Jian because you can reposition forces. I could have moved him. should have had him start in position to participate against Dong Zhuo when he takes over. Anyway, she's almost there. Send out Han Sui with like 3,000. And maybe we can beat this guy, get the last hit in. Wow. Yes, we got Chen Yu. Sweet. Now that's a real advisor right there. Oh no. Arrow formation, that's pretty quick. I am sick of the chaos of this world. I, Yan Baiyu, swear to change it. Okay. People come with me to Jianan. Okay. Yan Baiyu rises up. That's on brand at least. Makes more sense than Gongzun Gong declaring his supremacy. Oh wow, he's got Chen Gong over here. Oh shit. Who else did you find down here? Chen Kun, that's another good one. Liu Pui's not bad. This is another guy whose stats could be a little bit better. He makes a little noise. Liu Pui's stats could be in the 80s. Could be right on the line of 80 leadership, 80 war. Could be a little higher. Alright, she should be able... She doesn't have to go that far out. Let's go straight like this. And then run back. Alright, let's check out Chen Yu. I don't think we lose him to the South Cao event, so he should be sticking around. Yep, he's old. He's always old, man. Chen Yu is like 70. Every time I see him in this game, he's like 70 years old. 49's the youngest I've ever seen him. He's still pretty young, 49. Schemer, demolish of enemy units is decreased, okay. Supply consumption is decreased. We're getting all the help we need for being in a region where supplies are usually a problem, where that problem is just being negated more and more as time goes on. Provocative again, so that's 2 people with provocative. Han Sui and Chen Yu, so this order is going to be lengthened. Instigator increases the chance of deceiving units with false information. I don't know how false information works. I never learned how to use it. Plots are favored, okay. Plots are favored. Maybe I could do something with that. It takes money, that's the problem, man. I don't know why plots are so expensive. You know, in Koei games, the strategies, like, using subterfuge is almost always just too pricey in these games. Like in Nobunaga's Ambition, it's the same thing. It's just too pricey to, like... Like, to try to topple a force or cripple a force with scheming, it's really tough. You know? You have to be a bean counter, I guess. You gotta really be honed in on your economy. There should be officers that lower it. Or there should be a setting, when you start the file, there should be a setting that just governs how expensive it is to trigger plots. So if you want to play as like a subterfuge force, where you're collapsing people with subterfuge, you should be able to do it and not bankrupt your army, you know? It should just be a setting that, how expensive are things to do? How expensive are plots? High, medium, low. That's it. That's all they have to do. Alright, let's deploy. I'm a little nervous about that arrow tower, but... Oh, was that a barracks? I'll do that one. I'll take that barracks recommendation. Okay. Deploy Hansui. Snake formation. 3,000. What's his traitor killer do? He's got that unique tactic. Maneuver is increased and assault is increased. Let's just go with disorder. Just give me those two disorders. He's got provocative, so if he hits you with disorder, the period is lengthened. I think I'm going to send him like this, because Tad Dun might reestablish. I think Tad Dun's going to reconnect it again, so we might be able to sever it again. Look how fast he has, 20 days to do all that. We'll take another unit like 50 days. More than a month to get up there. Alright, what else? Song Zong. I kind of want to go get that gate down there, man. I think we need to get it, even if it brings us into a war. The potential for free officers, because we're playing so early, is just really great right now. Oh, I forgot to start recruiting. Damn it. You always forget something. Chen Yu's seen everything. Yeah, I think he lives to be like 80 years old. He lives to the time of Cao Pi ascending the throne and overthrowing the emperor. Like, he lives a really long time. Who's captured? I can't believe he caught her. Need to pull back. Oh my god, what a disaster. We lost now Tora. Go get her back, Hansui. Oh, the gate's not looking so good. Reinforce the gate. It's not looking good. Somebody get over there. Oh my god, a crisis from out of nowhere. From out of nowhere. Suddenly the gate's not holding. And now Tora's been captured. Which we cannot abide. What schemes? What do we have for schemes? Trickery reduces the amount. Okay. I don't know why they call it trickery, but okay. Sure. Time for a suicide mission. Recruit next month. Can't do it now. 1,000 more should be enough. Oh no, we're not gonna make it.
请听我说。
Oh, for fuck's sake. I had a better start this time. He's already gone. I had a better start this time. And I still dropped it. City's defenseless now. God damn. We're still 6 turns away from at least 6 turns away from Heejin collapsing. I can't believe I fucking dropped it already. Now Tor has been captured. God's sakes. I don't know why I couldn't hold the gate. I held the gate this morning with 1,000. It was the same situation. It was a tower with 3,000. And we had 1,000 soldiers, and we held the gate. And this time it went differently. Maybe Dongchen wasn't the guy in charge. It might have been a different unit. Maybe that's what changed it. I don't know. I don't see myself surviving even 2 turns with them creeping up on me. Alright, he's got Reckless, so he should spot me and start chasing me. Maybe not. Well, we're at the mercy of Heejin. If he deploys from Yangping, then that's game over.
Sure.
Yeah, I might as well try to cut this guy off. I don't... Fuck, man. We're in trouble now. We are in trouble now. Yangping's just gotta deploy. And that's it.
那就动身吧。请交给我。
I had a better start, man.
那就出发吧。
Much better start than the last attempt. False info makes the enemy go back to base, move a different unit, forgot which. Yeah, sometimes it'll make you like, it'll make the unit chase after like a trap or something that you've set. I've had the computer use it against me. It's really strong. Like, it's really strong. But... oh, he's gonna go for the city. Okay.
我有事禀告。怎么了？
I think you can build a trap. You can build like a pitfall or something, and then you can false info them, and they'll start moving towards the pit or the trap. So it's... I think it's actually really strong. Like, it's busted when you use it correctly. Because you can just wipe out a whole unit, no problem. But, yeah, I just never learned how to use it. Like, it was... I think it was added with the PUK. So it was like a really late, you know, late addition to the game.
出发。
Alright, Hansui should be able to cut him off. But like I said, if the gate deploys, we are done for. A now Tora community run in Taishi? Man, I don't know how to play Taishi. Like... If I was good at Taishi, if I knew... I still gotta figure out the combat system in Taishi, you know? Yeah, we could try to buy her back. That's a good idea. We'll try. We have trickery, so that'll reduce the cost of, that will reduce the cost of negotiations. Alright, do we attack him? I'm gonna attack him. Fuck it.
怎么了？
Oh, I should probably retake this, actually. Yeah, I gotta retake this. You got Zhang He operating over here. Why the hell is Zhang He operating out here? 11 officers? Holy crap. It's for a big deal. We still gotta get to April for the death of Emperor Ling. Han Hao. Perfect. He's a negotiator after all.
好吧，
Wow, that's all my money. Okay, well, fuck. Well,
那就动手
can't put a price on now Tora, can you? I was prepared to charge into the mountains after Tad Dun, but he had already gotten away. You know? Oh yeah, good stuff. He's still marching. Okay, you do that. On April.
Sure.
So take this and then just start heading towards the city.
Sure.
Because that's what he's doing. Sell supplies. We don't have any soldiers anyway. Whew. How long until he gets there? Oh, he's not even close. He's not even close to getting there. Hopefully she doesn't abandon. Hopefully she doesn't abandon us. Li Tong is working with Gong Zun Gong? No shit. Gong Zun Gong's making good on his promise. This guy's got Smasher? Always something new to discover, you know? Okay. Capture this village back and then barrel towards Jiang Qin, who's probably going to run out of morale. So you can see when your supply line is cut in this game, that's why I say it's a death sentence. Your morale plummets, and the unit usually just deserts, because morale ends up hitting 0 if you can't restore his supply line. So he's got to get back to his own side here. He's got 8 morale left. We might be able to hit him and just take him out. Oh, nope. Nope, he's marching towards, the gate has been deployed. So I've got to get back to the city. We gotta forget about him. Shit. I might need these 1,000 soldiers. Get somebody in Al formation who's not reckless. Okay.
那就走吧。
We're recruiting, right? Okay, we're recruiting. What's our 79 public order? Goes up way too slow.
谨遵命令。
Alright. Just have to pray. We're in April. Death of Emperor Liang. Now Tora, she got captured by Heejin, Sammy. Yeah, there was a crossover. They did a crossover pack or an update or something, and some of the Nobunaga's ambition officers are in this game. So you can choose, you know, whoever you want to put on the map. So I use now Tora. CA might be suitable. If I slay Heejin, none will be left to threaten me. If you're on your dying bed, right, and you're in a position of power, wouldn't you want to call as many witnesses as possible to give your last, you know, will and testimony so that this doesn't happen? Like, how many times has this fucking happened in history? Countless times, right? There's only like 2 people in the room with the dying party, and they manipulate whatever the will is. It's like, I know you can't predict when you're gonna go, obviously, but if you're on your deathbed, wouldn't it make sense to call a bunch of the most powerful people so that they're all present to hear the will? So that one person isn't, you know, it doesn't start chaos like this. Like, this shit happens all the time. It's crazy. Happens with families. I've seen it happen with families too, where it's like one person's in the room and they try to manipulate the will to, you know what I mean, infighting, to fight over whatever's left. It's bad, man. Or they gatekeep, you know, like the eunuchs are doing here, that you gatekeep the information, whatever the real information is, so that you can use it for your own benefit. Heejin's such a dummy, bro. The only good thing about this is how good my boy Yuan Shao looks. Yuan Shao looks like a completely sensible and reasonable and decisive, affirmative, you know, action kind of man here, which is great. When you read the novel, and this is like your introduction to Yuan Shao, it's like, this is the hero right here. Yeah, also Cao Cao, I guess. Also Cao Cao, I suppose. Yuan Shu, not so much. Yuan Shu is always standing on bloodlines, you know? Called Cao Cao the grandson of a eunuch and accuses him of treason, working with the eunuchs. Liu Bei's, what does he call Liu Bei? A mean weaver of mats. Yeah. Calls him, you know, a mat maker. You're nothing but a mat maker. Look at Yuan Shao bringing everybody together. Now is not the time for infighting. Look at that decisive action for Yuan Shao. Heejin's just, ugh. His Majesty has passed away. Jian Shu is attempting to summon Lord Heejin to the palace to assassinate him. Why are you talking about him in the third person? He's right there. and princiate the throne before making an official statement. This guy gets nothing but good fucking counsel. This is the thing that's infuriating about this butcher. Gets nothing but good counsel from everybody, and he still fumbles the bag. He still fumbles it hard. You know, you plunged the whole empire into chaos. Like, you fucking dropped the ball big time. I will ensure your safety within the palace walls, my lord. If we enter the palace with our soldiers, even Jian Shuo should find himself quite paralyzed. Just solid planning by Yuan Shao and Cao Cao. He Jin entered the palace with 5,000 elite soldiers. Realized that he had been outwitted, Jian Shu slunk back into the depths of the inner court. Or let heaven strike us down. Oof. Never. Don't swear to anything, ever. It's just not good for you. Don't do it. Just ask Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao made an oath to swear to slay Cao Cao, and look how that turned out for him later on. Actually, in the novel, there's a... Yuan Shao broke 3 oaths, if I remember. And it's subtly referenced in the novel every time he coughs up blood. Because Yuan Shao coughs up blood 3 times before he passes away. And there's symbolism that each time that he coughed blood was a reference to each oath that he swore and broke. You know? With the final one finally killing him. So yeah, don't swear before heaven or God. You know what I mean? Don't do that shit. You might be so sure about it today, but you don't know about tomorrow. Stick your neck out, Jian Shu. You will die here alone. We will not be punished for your crimes. So they kill him to save face. And then they grovel before Empress He, because she's He Jin's brother. And she talks down He Jin. It's just so bad. All this is so bad. He Jin's the type of character to exist to make someone like Yuan Shao look really good, so it hits harder when Cao Cao wrecks him much later. Yeah, it's the Dragon Ball. It's the power scaling. The anime power scaling thing. Yuan Shu for Emperor. Yeah, I need to do a Yuan Shu run. I haven't done a false Emperor Yuan Shu run in a long time. It's been months. The 10 eunuchs are our benefactors, and they have long afforded us their support. Do not be misled, brother. The rest of us remain the loyal servants of Lord He Jin. Please show us mercy. Cold feet, man. Tear them out root and stem, or we will all suffer for it. He Jin's like, nope, made up my mind. His sister really made up his mind. He doesn't make up his mind for anything. Emperor Ling falls and Emperor Shao succeeds him. Alright, we still have 3 more events to trigger. Three more turns. Okay, 5 turns. So we have to defend this attack here. I'm just gonna have to hide behind the city walls, I think. I don't think I can do anything else. Try to survive. It's too far away. Yan Baiyu is like on the other side of the world. Sunjian, okay. keep searching. I know the God Blade is here.
动身吧。
Because I found it last stream.
走吧。
Alright. Let's see if we make it. If Dongcheng is marching over here with the tower, then I think we're done. Now Tora, let's try to get her back. You are brave to come here by yourself. For that I will listen to what you have to say. We should make a friend rather than an enemy. I recommend we release them. Would you be willing to offer us 2,800? Do we have 2,800? We do? Okay. Hansui will surely agree. Are you serious? I'm jumping for joy over here. We got Now Tora back. You can't put a price on Now Tora. That's Heejin's mistake. You put a price on Now Tora. Look how... Did you see how fast that was? He took one step. This bow unit took one step and Hansui just zoomed right into the castle. Alright, I think we'll be fine. This guy's like super weak. They send out the most subpar officer to try to attack Hanzong. Do I even want to deploy this guy? I don't think so. We still need to take Jianye Gate, but one disaster at a time right now. I don't see anything here. Barracks, where? The barracks is almost at level 2, okay. 99, cool. Retraining, yeah, we can sell some more food. Okay. And should I deploy somebody? Yeah, I'm gonna deploy Hansui. Turn off the Trader Killer. I don't want to use Trader Killer. I just want to hit him with Disorder. I'm gonna wait. Oh, you know what? I can't take 3,000. Give me 2,000. You know what? Let me just cut off his supply line. Let's play it safe. We'll cut off his supply line. You know what? If I'm gonna do that though, it's gonna take too long. It's gonna take too long. Just use him. This is tough because I got no soldiers, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to like walk this tightrope. And then he's got arrows, so I can't get within 2 hexes of him, or we're gonna get shot. Alright, we're gonna try to stand there. If they send out more units, then I'm gonna have to fall back. If he sends out like a follow-up unit to help him, then I'll just run back screaming. Now Tora's on the way back, that's good. We're only a couple turns away from the Han collapsing. What's left of it. Oh yeah, the 199 start in Romance 8, yeah. I love that 199 start for Yuan Chu. That was a good one in OG as well. He's got a really crazy one in Romance 9, where he's he's Emperor, but I think he's in Guanling as well. I think he's in Guanling in Romance 9 as well, where he's got the Emperor title and he's on his last legs. That's always a fun start for him. The one where he's just about to go. He's trying to get to Yuan Shao. Damn. I know this guy. Shu Su. I know this guy. Terrorized me in my Yuan Tan run. I gotta let him get closer. I can't do anything until... Oh, they got a backup unit? Or are they going to fight the bandits? Let's see. There's more units heading out, but I don't know if they're gonna go hit the bandits. Hey, there's Zhang Lu. Attack Han Sui. Oh, fuck. Alright. Message received.
你找我吗？是。
Come on, events. I'm dying here. Somehow this is going to be even closer than the last one. The last attempt. Great sword. Oh, that's not a god blade. Okay. Plot to eliminate the eunuchs. He-Jin calls the lords to order. That is a nice portrait right there. Is Hansui the bloke that got forced into betraying Machao? Yeah, Lucretia, that's him. The one who loses an arm. Machao chops off his arm. Lord He-Jin, a blind eye has again been turned to the 10 eunuchs on the wishes of Empress He. I am certain this path can lead only to disaster. Listen to Yuan Shao. Listen to the noble blood. 4 generations of proud Yuan blood are speaking wisdom to you right now, He-Jin. There can be no doubt that those 10 eunuchs are planning something nefarious even now. I wish to again press you that you need to destroy them. I see your point, but I'm afraid the likes of Empress He, my mother, and my brother will not. Who cares? Who cares? Too concerned about what other people are doing. Too concerned. You know what I mean? You know what needs to be done. Go fucking do it. You're too worried about brother and the mother and Empress He, you know what I mean? Other people are gonna say or how they're gonna... Go do what needs to be done already. Why not call on the lords of various regions? They can assemble their forces in Luoyang and wipe out the eunuchs. Now this, I don't think this was Yuan Shao's original suggestion, but this makes Yuan Shao stumble. Because this is the part where you're like, this is not a good idea. And it came from Yuan Shao. And you know who corrects him? You know who corrects him? Cao Cao. Prepare the envoys at once. Oh, Chen Lin. Chen Lin speaks up. Please do not be so rash. The lords are not to be summoned lightly. With such a fierce spirit stirring inside you, Lord He-Jin, you need only send your own soldiers to kill 10 eunuchs. No one could defy you. If we summon all the lords, there will inevitably be ones with ulterior motives seeking to cause trouble. Like the fat guy over in Liang. An attempt to assemble them could easily go awry. Cao Cao, I agree, a single jailer would be sufficient to put an end to eunuchs There is no need to summon all the lords under the sun. I have already made my decision to dispatch envoys all over the land at once. He's just so dumb. Good grief. It seems that Heejin is intent on plunging... Oh yeah, I remember this morning. The entire land into chaos. Chaos. A specialty of South Sao. Thankfully. Liru's portrait is awesome. Both of these guys look sinister in two completely different ways. It seems all the lords are being called on to wipe out the eunuchs. Dongzhuo starts laughing. Cue Dongzhuo's canned laughter for Romance 8 Remake right there. All of the lords assembling to drive out the eunuchs, that is the best joke I've heard in a long time. Heejin is such a fool. He's only gone and given me Dongzhuo a legitimate reason to march on the capital. Which is true. That's what Lu Si warned him against. Let's use this chance in advance. I think in the novel it says that when Dongzhuo gets the order, he fucking hightails it to get to the capital. Because he knows what an opportunity it is. So Dongzhuo, like, he fucking forced march all the way to the capital. And he brings like 50,000 soldiers outside the capital. Liru writes out the details to make it all seem legitimate, like he's not putting himself in a position to usurp the throne and everything. Look at what this guy says. Dongzhuo's on the move? Well, it is admirable to send a memorial message before moving to the capital. Again, Lu Si this time. Lu Si warns him. So we've got the last guy, Lu Si, Yuan Shao, Cao Cao. Did I miss anybody? 4 people so far in this chain of events that have warned Heejin. Like, bro, you're fucking it up. Like, can you just, you know? 4 people. He says, Ba, you are all far too distrusting. With hearts as small as yours, you could never do anything of real importance. That's some dog shit. That's the point where you walk out on right there. That's when you could never do anything. Right there, it's like, really, dude? I'm out, you know? That's where you hand in your resignation. That's too far. Especially to Lu Si. Lu Si just put down a rebellion for you. The guy's actually done something for you. Like, he's been on the front lines. He just helped put down the Yellow Turban Rebellion. You're going to tell him that he could never accomplish... Like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. The imperial decree issued by Heejin to slay the eunuchs granted the lords of the various lands just cause to set their plans in motion. Among them was the highly ambitious Dongzhuo. Heejin calls the lords to order. Everyone's allied for a little bit. I'm gonna deploy. Try to defend my city. And I'm gonna get this guy in position to run into the city. Cause we're cutting it real close. Like, whether or not we're gonna survive, we're cutting it very, very close right now.
Hey, yeah.
Spell supplies. Hang on. Let's do it. I don't think that was a great deal, but... With hearts as small as yours, how could you ever hope to accomplish anything? That was gobbledygook. Hibbity-jibbity gobbledygook talk right there. Fucking nonsensical. 400 damage. Oh yeah, we're gonna carve this guy up. Like last month's turkey. Oh, good thing I deployed. He hit the city with disorder. $200 damage to our 50 or 60, so we should beat him down. Alright, looks like we're gonna survive. Barely, but we're gonna survive. These bandits are going north, thank God for that. Thank God they're going north. Is Dongzhuo gonna get this gate? Dongzhuo gets the gate, that's gonna be a problem. Confuse who? Oh, that guy. No. Next event. Turmoil in the capital. Heejin dies. Yeah. Finally. What's up, Gongzun Zen? His portrait in 8 is way different. Yeah, he's unrecognizable. It was actually Yuan Shao's idea? Okay, well, that's when the cracks start to form in the Yuan Foundation then, isn't it? It's not a great idea. But it does, again, it does feel on brand for Yuan Shao to feel like his word, the power, the prestige of the Yuan family would be enough to keep everyone in line. That does feel very Yuan Shao-like, so. Dongzhuo did not enter Luoyang, but instead took up position on the outskirts and watched the palace's movements carefully. You literally just rang the dinner bell. You invited the wolf over to the campfire. You know? You invited a wolf and the rest of his pack over to the campfire. Now they're just circling the campfire in the dark, just out of reach, stalking you, waiting for the opportunity. It's so dumb. Empress Yi's calling for me again. What could it be this time? I'll have to go and see. This is the part I was talking about last stream, where it's almost comical. Don't worry, I have control over the whole land. What can the 10 eunuchs do? It's just the logic is. At least let us ensure your safety. We can use our elite soldiers to guard the perimeter. So be it, Yuan Shao, I'm counting on you. Heejin headed to the palace with Yuan Shao, but only the former was permitted to enter the grounds. Thus, leaving behind Yuan Shao, he entered the imperial palace alone. Yuan Shao waited at the palace gates. However, although the hours dragged by, Heejin did not emerge. So Yuan Shao is posted outside with the soldiers. Heejin goes in by himself. When he tries to enter, so in the novel, when he tries to enter, the guy at the guard says the imperial summons is only for you, Heejin. Yuan Shao and the soldiers have to wait outside. And Yuan Shao is like, something's not right. Right in that moment, Yuan Shao's like, something's not right. Don't go through that door by yourself. And that's when Heejin says the line that he just said. He's like, I hold the whole realm in my hand. What could possibly happen to me? And it's like, so stupid. So Yuan Shao's waiting. The hours fly by. And in the novel, what happens in the novel is that he starts knocking on the gate and he says, "Thy carriage awaits, O general," something like that. And as a response to that, Heejin's head gets thrown over the gate. It just gets lobbed over the gate, rolls in front of them, and it says something like, Heejin has been killed for being a traitor. His escorts have been pardoned. That's what happens in the novel. It's almost comical. It's horrifying. It's horrifying, but it's comical at the same time. Because he's like, what's taking so long? We're waiting for you out here. And then the guy's head just rolls over as a response. It just gets lobbed over the gate with a note attached to it. This is taking too long. Something must be wrong. Why has Lord Heejin not yet returned? Are you followers of Heejin? Your loyalty to your master is truly admirable. So you want to be reunited with Heejin, do you? Well, as you wish. You there. Throw these dogs their scraps of meat. I guess they throw the whole body in this. The head, just the head getting thrown is better. It hits better. And unfortunately, it seems Heejin sought to betray the Emperor, so naturally we executed him. We will pardon the rest of you this time. So run off now while you still have your lives. Just make sure you remember who your real masters are. Bro, imagine somebody talking to you like that. Imagine. Men, we must avenge Lord Heejin. We will slay each and every one of the eunuchs hiding inside the palace. All those who agree with me, Yuan Shao, follow my lead. So this gives away to another badass Yuan Shao moment, because in the novel, when the head rolls over and it rolls in front of Yuan Shao's reaction is to fucking draw his sword. Yuan Shao just fucking draws his sword, and he's like, the eunuchs have murdered the Grand General. Let's go kill them. Like, that's his reaction in the novel. There is none of, he doesn't talk to Zhang Rang. He fucking draws his sword, and he's like, they killed the Grand General, exterminate them. And then Yuan Shu is particularly psychotic with the Tiger Guard. Yuan Shu goes extra nuts. But this is one of those moments that I read in the books that I was like, this is another boss moment for this Yuan Shao guy. He has a couple of them. Yuan Shao has a couple of boss moments. This is one of them. It's not as good here, but it's close. Li Miao is a traitor who sided with the 10 eunuchs, even as the brother of Lord Heejin. As soon as you find them, execute them. Here's Yuan Shu. Any person who doesn't have a beard is probably a eunuch. When you see someone with no beard, no matter who they are, cut them down. That's hardcore. That's what I'm saying. Yuan Shu goes hardcore with the Tiger Guards. Yuan Shao and his men set fire to the gate and stormed the palace. On finding the eunuchs, they slaughtered them all, young and old. However, their ringleader Zhang Rang was nowhere to be seen. The moment Zhang Rang saw Yuan Shao charging into the palace, he and Duan Gui took Emperor Shao. So these guys, they try to get away. They can't get away. They take their own lives. But them running out of the palace is important because it puts the emperor in the clutches of Dong Zhuo. So the eunuchs make things worse one last time. Because them leaving the palace, they run straight into the hands. They deliver the emperor into the hands of Dong Zhuo. And like I said, this is the one I want to use. Emperor Shao. I think I want to do like... I think I'm going to use Emperor Shao's portrait. And I want to do like a Under the Yellow Sky. And we'll do a community series with like a surviving emperor and try to restore the Han. And I think I want to use this guy's portrait. Because he just looks frightened and scared. You know, he's a kid. Doesn't know what's going on. So the eunuchs kill themselves. Dong Zhuo's army surrounds them. It seems that Heejin has been killed, the eunuchs have been wiped out, and crucially, the whereabouts of the Emperor and the Prince of Chenlia remain unknown, everything being done at present to locate them. The Emperor and the Prince of Chenlia have been found, they are being escorted here as we speak. Niu Fu, dude, look at this guy's art. This guy's art's badass. I don't know what the reference is to him looking at the sword, the axe, all confused, but... Yeah, they're different family lines, Zhang and Gong. Yeah, dude, yeah, you'd have to put on a beard, you're right. Imagine getting killed just because you have no beard. It was a sign. They're not wrong. That was a sign. Like, if you were a eunuch, you didn't have a beard, but... I mean, what if you're what if you're fucking 20 years old and you have a patchy, you know what I mean? You got patchy beard, it doesn't grow in yet. You're still shaving. You're in that phase in your life where you're shaving, you're trying to get that shit to grow in. You know, you gotta let it patch out and then shave it, patch out and shave it. Dude, you're done. You're cooked. For no reason, just because you got no beard. This is going better than I could have hoped for. It looks like the heavens are finally on my side. I wouldn't say that. I would say the heavens are against Han, but not necessarily on Dongzhuo's side. They're not exactly pro Dongzhuo as they are just against Han. But you know, that's one way to take it. Alright, so he finds Emperor Shao. This is where Dongzhuo immediately gets the idea to depose Shao and put up Emperor Xian because of this. So the Emperor cowers, but his, I don't know if Emperor Xian is his brother or his cousin. I don't know. I don't remember. But he admonishes Dongzhuo right away. He puts him in his place. He's like, you know, what are you walking up here all braggadocious like? You're just a general. We're the imperial bloodline. We're the royal bloodline over here. So Prince of Chenli with such rudeness, who do you think you are? I am Dongzhuo. So he checks him. He just checks him right away. Dongzhuo's being that boisterous guy. You know what I mean? He's loudmouth, he's talking shit, blah blah blah. Prince of Chenliu comes along and it's like, who are you? You know what I mean? Just immediately puts him in his place. Dongzhuo, have you come to save his majesty, or is this meant to be some kind of threat? A threat preposterous. Of course I've come to protect the emperor. This is so good, because this kid forces him to observe protocol. You know, and this is done in every novel ever, right? How do you show a kid that's brilliant in the royal family? This is one of the avenues. They use protocol. If you come to rescue His Majesty, why don't you dismount before him? Know your place. Know your place. I'm sorry, is this acceptable? Imagine like a really girthy 50-year-old. He's got to climb down from the horse, prostrate before, you know, the carriage, the royal carriage. Good. I am certain His Majesty is also pleased by your loyalty. Well then, take His Majesty to the palace. And then Dongzhuo is like, this Prince of Chenliu is a man of great skill. Also a child. I wonder if he wouldn't make a far more suitable emperor than our current fool emperor akin to Hijin. Together with Emperor Shao, Dongzhuo entered Luoyang and declared that he would act as the emperor's right hand in calling the turmoil in the imperial capital. Look at the kid fort. He's just terrified, man. Just terrified. Doesn't know what's going on. Then, taking Hijin soldiers into his own army and building up overwhelming military power, Dongzhuo attained effective sovereignty over Luoyang and quickly gained power in the court. On the other hand, worried about Dongzhuo's power, Yuan Shao, Yuan Shu, and Liu Biao consolidated their own power in the region and prepared for an imminent struggle with Dongzhuo. The last time I did this, in the last stream, Liu Biao didn't get a city, so I wonder if he'll get one now. Miao gets killed just for being a relative. That sucks too. Yeah, he got the gate. Oh my god. Well, still better. Oh, he is there. So it didn't give Liu Biao a city last time because there wasn't a free city. But look, now he's there. So Liu Biao rises up. He's got his own city. Yuan Shu's in Wan. This is always a good run too. Yuan Shu and Wan anti-Dongzhuo. It's easier now because you can trigger, you know, if you want, you can inherit part of Wu's forces, but just base Yuan Shu is pretty tough. Yuan Shao and Nan Pi. looks a little bit, you know, kind of anti-Dongzhuo like. What the game should do here is it should give you the option to switch. You should get the option to play as one of the new forces when they appear, you know? Like, pure Liu Biao right here, I would play as. That would be fun. It's just him and his clan. There's not even, like, there's nobody extra. Like, he doesn't have, like, Wen Pin's not there, Huang Zong is not there, Wei Yan's not there. It's just the inner circle, the direct family. That's pretty much it. That could be fun. We got Yuan Shu on the map, Yuan Sha on the map, and our situation looks still pretty terrible because taking gates is really difficult. So I might still get wiped out. He might have enough. If Dongzhuo notices us over here, if Dongzhuo puts a good unit here, we can be wiped out.
是，谨遵命令。
是，
But we're not out of this yet.
请交给
Cao
我
Cao should
吧
be rising up too in another turn or two. We should get an event. Cao Cao's assassination attempt. The only thing that's kind of a bummer is that there's no event for Dongzhuo bribing Lu Bu. Like, I don't know why, but that's not in the game. I'm gonna check again. Make sure. I didn't see it this morning though. The deposition of the Emperor Shao. Yeah, Dongzhuo acquiring Lu Bu, Ding Yuan being killed by Lu Bu and everything is just not addressed. Like, it's not an event. And that's kind of an important thing. It's our introduction to Lu Bu. Our introduction to Lu Bu in the novel is a big deal, you know, because Lu Bu scares Dongzhuo, scares the shit out of him. So when you read it, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Because Dongzhuo is just doing whatever he wants. And when he has a quarrel with Ding Yuan, because Ding Yuan opposes deposing the emperor, Dongzhuo draws his sword and is like, I'm gonna kill this guy right in the middle of the banquet, because you know banquets are not good for your health. And then he sees Lu Bu standing bodyguard for his stepfather, and that scares the shit out of him. Changes his mind very quickly. He picks up Lu Bu's aura. You guys accept Bush? Yeah, I guess you'd have to ask him, huh? You'd have to be like, hold on, I've got something. I've got a little bit coming in here, you know? You might have, I don't think you'd get the time to bargain, honestly. Those soldiers were out for blood, man. One of those guys who had better stats, but he had the shameful final act in death, so it's hard to say. The two kids are half-brothers. Oh, okay, they're half-brothers, okay. I think you do get to choose if you're playing as Heejin. Oh, do you? Oh, man. If you do get to play, I'm going to start another run as Heejin and just go through it so I can take over as Liu Biao. I'd like to play as Liu Biao. Like, pure Liu Biao start like this. Nobody else, just the family. That's awesome. Three turns, okay. We gotta watch the gate. Right now there's nobody posted at it. There's no officers posted, so no fear of attack yet. But that's not gonna last. Bro, I'm in... Somehow this is even worse than last time. The enemy is closing in. Heejin got replaced by Dongzhuo, but it really... it still feels just as bad right now. This situation.
我知道了。
This Hanfu run, man, it's difficult. But at least we're still alive. I think it's hopeless to be up there. Whoa. Loyalty drops across the board. All these people are in Liang, though. Most of these guys are too far away. Luzi might be worth the trip. Is worth the trip. We'll go try to get him. And let's see. Yang Biao's got famous. Famous person would be awesome up here in this region. Alright. We'll try to poach some of his officers if we can, but unlikely, I think. Gotta stop training. Save a little bit of money. Just need Cao Cao to rise up. Yuan Shu should probably get more soldiers. Like Yuan Shu, Yuan Shao, they should probably get an extra 10,000. Like Liu Biao especially, he does not have the crew. He does not have the crew to fight, really. Can't you swap mid-game? I wish you could swap mid-game with Freddy. Are you serious? If you could swap mid-game, I'd be jumping around all over the place. You used to be able to do it. In the old games, you could switch. It was one of my favorite things to do, was to just switch from like a force that was going to be wiped out. I'd build it up, and then I'd switch to another force that was going to be wiped out and build them up. So I'd just constantly be jumping around from like crisis to crisis and trying to bring forces back from the brink, you know? No, you can't do that in this game. It's really, it sucks. It's really disappointing. It would be incredible. Because you could be like, okay, this guy's done, I'm gonna lose as this guy. Let me keep playing though, because I don't want to lose, you know? The way the map's developing, maybe you want to stick around, so it would be great if you could jump to another force. Or if the game would ask you, would you like to continue as somebody else? And then just disable the trophies or whatever. Whatever Koei's worried about. Whatever the reason is for like not letting you keep playing as someone else, it's just dumb. They should let you switch whenever you want. But I say this all the time, the PS2 era games have unrivaled freedom compared to the modern entries. The modern entries are just much more restrictive. I don't know why they have the stance, but they're just a lot more restrictive now than they used to be. I suspect it has something to do with hours logged. I think that's the main driving force. I think that's what's changed. Is in modern times they might, I don't know. This is just me throwing a Hail Mary out there, but maybe they want to track the amount of hours, and so they're collecting data or something, and so they want to be able to show how many hours people are playing their strategy games or something, right? So maybe they're making decisions based on that. In the way that like a Ubisoft game, you know how like a Ubisoft game will be like, hey, why don't you collect 75 feathers in Assassin's Creed? Why don't you spend, 3 hours collecting 75 feathers? That's a fun activity. Because they're padding, they want to pad their game. So maybe that's why Koei makes some of the decisions that they make. Where it's like, no, you can't keep playing as another force. You have to start over. You must start your progress over from the beginning. You know? No, you can't switch to South Sao because he's winning. And you want to see the ending of the game. You want to win. You can't do that. You must start over. Like, maybe that's why they make some of their decisions. They want to pad the hours played. And like Ubisoft, that's an investor talking point for them. So maybe for Koei, it's kind of the same thing. That's a talking point for them. Maybe they want to say, look how many hours our players are playing our game. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of outside of incompetence. You know? He really ran all the way down here. That's some shit. If only you could get the Outlanders to attack. Like in OG9, you could pay the Outlanders some money and send them to attack. And that could be another way to defend yourself. Like, you could play OG9 and you might be too weak to fight the Imperial forces or Dongzhuo, but you could pay the barbarians to attack them. So if you had money, if you could build an economy, you could at least pay them, pay the tribesmen to raid, to survive longer in the game, you know? Yeah, like, Yuanchu's gonna throw away all his soldiers attacking the gates here, and it's just stupid. In 12 there was an auto button. Oh, that's cool, Lucretia. No, in this one there's a button. You can end the game in this one. So there's this button right here. Let me show you. They added this too at some point. You can turn on autoplay. But if you click it, see it says right here, it warns you. After autoplay has started, it cannot be cancelled. Trophies will be unattainable. So what's the point of autoplay? Just to let it literally play out. But you cannot rejoin the game once you turn on autoplay. So, you see what I'm saying? It's like a really weird decision. In theory, you could just push a button. In past games, you could push a button and join back in. And in this game, they're like, no, you can't push a button and join back in. And so you have to go down the rabbit hole, like, what the fuck could it be? Why don't they want us players to, like, jump around from force to force? It's not balanced. These games are not balanced at all. They're not made with balance in mind, you know? So, what could it be? I'm thinking it's money. It's got to be something to do with playtime. It's the only thing I could think of. I'm going to get some more coffee, guys. I'll be right back. If you guys could do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Cao Cao is rising up finally after his failed assassination, so we'll play that as soon as I get back. Give me 1 second. You think you can do that in the game too? In this one, Seraphil, I think it's gated in this game behind Grand General rank. So you can attack request. It was added in the PUK. So you can ask them to attack. But they added the feature and then they gated it behind you needing like almost a quarter of the map. Because you need almost a quarter of the map to have Grand General rank. So it's just a stupid classic Koei having no idea what they're doing. Like whoever added the attack request command completely fucked it up. Because they did add it, but then they made it so that you have to be Grand General. And you need like 12 or 13 cities. So basically, in this game, by the time you can ask another force to help you attack, you're so strong that you don't need them to help you attack. You're already snowballed. So it's pointless. That's why I was saying at the beginning of the stream, all the diplomacy in this game is completely nonsensical. You can just ignore it, you know, because it doesn't make... That's another thing that doesn't make any sense. Pop Rune. What's up, man? Yeah, I haven't seen you before, man. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm gonna be streaming a lot, I think, this week. I have all the time in the world. It's Christmas week over here in the States. So happy holidays to everybody. I'm excited I'm excited for next year, man. You know, like, this year's been really good. I say this every year, but I'm always looking forward to what comes next, you know what I mean? So, I have a lot of time off this week, so I'm going to be streaming a lot. I'm probably going to do another stream this morning. So we're going to do the Rise of Cao Cao here. I'll probably pause it here. And then I'll be back probably at 8 or 9 in the morning, so in a couple of hours from now. So just to give you guys a heads up, we'll continue this probably in a couple hours. Alright, Rise of Cao Cao. Dong Zhuo used the Emperor to control the Imperial Court while he committed atrocious deeds. Atrocious deeds. They're not even going to go into how bad it was. It was bad, okay? In the novelization, they had to bury Dong Zhuo's body multiple times because the earth was rejecting his body. The earth was spitting out Dong Zhuo's body after he was buried. And in the novel, it was mentioned that it was like heaven itself and the earth rejected him. How bad his atrocities that he committed in life, okay? So it was bad. Dong Zhuo's reputation is well earned. I like how they're not going to go into it, but it's bad. Nasty. Nasty guy. Luo Guanzong needed a villain, and Dong Zhuo perfectly, you know what I mean? He fit that mold. He got his villain 100%. And the way it's written in the novel, I'll never forget that. They had to rebury his body multiple times because the earth spit it out. They would bury him and there would be like earthquakes or something, I forgot what it was, or flooding, and his casket would come up and the people were freaking out because they were like, it's like heaven fucking rejects him. They don't even want him to enter the next life, you know? Alright, so this is the part where Wang Yang and the guys are crying. Wang Yang says that it's his birthday. I think that was the pretext to get everybody together. But then they just start crying about Dong Zhuo and how they're powerless to stop him. And Cao Cao, this is where Cao Cao tries to be Mr. Big and Bad. Cao Cao thinks that he is him right here. And he is him, but not yet. There's nothing else to do but sit and wait for the Han Dynasty to fall. Oh my god. I am such a feckless, pathetic fool. Wow. The soapbox. Wang Yang climbing on the soapbox immediately. And I don't know if anybody remembers in the chat, but I think he invites everybody over saying that it's his birthday. So imagine somebody invites you to your birthday, you get there, you think you're gonna celebrate, and this guy he just climbs on the soapbox and starts crying. You're just like, I thought we were here to party. We all feel the same. What will become of this country? Here's Cao Cao. Cao Cao's like the edgelord. You know what I mean? He's posted up in the corner. He's like, you fucking scrubs over here. They don't know that He's that meme. He's that meme of the guy in the corner of the party. Except they're all crying at this party. But Cao Cao's in the corner. He's like, they don't know that I'm the king of Wei. You know? That's what he's doing right now. This is almost comedic. All of you are just so consumed in your mourning. Are you planning to drown Dong Zhuo with your tears? Wow. Wow. You should be laughing least of all, Cao Cao. You had us believe you strove to save this country, but it seems like you are just one of those cowards fawning upon Dong Zhuo. Do excuse me, please understand, it is impossible not to laugh at such a sorry scene. Anyone would think you have no interest in actually striking back at Dong Zhuo. What exactly are you suggesting? Do you know a way to slay Dong Zhuo? The first step in my plan has been to bow down and serve Dong Zhuo as a means of gaining his trust. Now that Dong Zhuo trusts me completely, it will be easy for me to slay him when my chance comes. Yeah, Wang Yang gives him the 7-star sword. If I visit Dong Zhuo under the guise of presenting the sacred sword to him, I should get a chance to strike. Take this with you and please swear that you will ensure Dong Zhuo meets his demise. This is like the first time that Cao Cao like stumbles. It's embarrassing. And then he has the incident with Chen Gong. And then there's the disaster at Hulao Gate where he pursues and he almost gets killed pursuing. Yeah, Meng Huo can request it. Also, I think Dong Chen can request it because he has Grand General. There's a couple of forces that have the rank where you're like you're saying, Seraphil, it gives them a tool, but the whole command is gated for like 95% of the rest of the time, like 95%. But yeah, there's a couple of forces that have the rank that meet it, like Nanman, like you're saying. Thought you were gonna say he didn't fit. Oh. Yeah, grotesque. Yeah, yeah. Dong Zhuo is like the real deal. You're quite late visiting me today. Is there something amiss outside? My deepest apologies. My horse is somewhat feral, so it took me some time to arrive. So this is what I was saying earlier. This I remember them giving the credit to Lu Bu. Lu Bu is the one who goes to pick out a horse, not just a soldier. Such a steed does not befit a man such as you. Allow me to give you one of my thoroughbreds from Western Liang. You there, go and choose a suitable thoroughbred for Cao Cao. So I think because they left out the event with Dong Zhuo gaining Lu Bu from Ding Yuan, they just put a generic placeholder here instead of Lu Bu. But in the novel, Lu Bu's the one who's guarding Dong Zhuo. And lucky for Cao Cao, he sends Lu Bu to go pick out a horse. So Cao Cao's like, holy shit, thank God that he sent this guy away. Because I don't know who this Lu Bu guy is. Like, we don't know really Lu Bu that well. But we just know that he's menacing. So Dong Zhuo has a couple drinks. I think he goes to sleep on the sofa, and that's when Cao Cao tries to kill him. I need to have a lie down, so please take it easy for a while. This is the perfect chance. Dong Zhuo's head will be mine. The moment Dong Zhuo lay down and turned to expose his back, Cao Cao pulled the sacred sword and prepared to strike. However, his image was reflected in the mirror before Dong Zhuo. Cao Cao, what on earth are you doing? Why do you have that sword? And then Cao Cao's quick thinking, he gets down and presents the sword, like in one fluid motion. Like, that's really quick thinking. If it was me, I would have just committed to the bit and tried to hack him. I'm like, fuck it, the jig is up. You know what I mean? The jig is up. Just try to cut him down. Cao Cao pivots, and then just immediately is just like presents the sword. Is that cowardice? I don't know. I guess that depends on the person, right? Like, do you try to cut the guy down, or do you just say, "Oh, he spotted me. I better give up and have an alibi"? I don't know. I will say that Cao Cao swore to destroy him in the novel. He makes a big show about cutting him down, even if it cost him his life. So to me, it's like, what happened? You said even if it cost you your life, you were going to cut him down. Cut him down. Okay, he saw you, so what? You know? But we wouldn't have gotten Cao Cao if he dies here. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a... Like, my brother's a big Cao Cao fan. So my brother, if my brother was here, he would tell you, no. This is devious thinking. This is top grade thinking, you know? So anyway, well, actually, this magnificent sacred sword recently came into my possession. This sword has been in the game since Romance 2 on the Super Nintendo. If you play it, if Romance 2, I would go to Liang and I would search until I found the 7-star sword. Plus 10 war. I'll never forget. As a kid, when I was a kid, I used to always Liang. I didn't even know it was called Liang. Space number 10 has a really dope sword. That's how famous this sword is. It's been in the video games since the Super Nintendo. I've been waiting for a chance to present this sword to you, Lord Dongzhuo, and this is the sheath. This is a fine sword. Very well, I will accept it. Lu Bu comes back. See, this part, they stole from Lu Bu. They stole it from Lu Bu. Lu Bu's the one who pieces together that Cao Cao maybe had murderous intent. What a splendid horse, Lord Dongzhuo. Please allow me to take her for a test ride. So Cao Cao, again, quick thinking. He's like, let me take the Prius out for a spin drive, and then he just never comes back. Lord Dongzhuo, I feel there's something strange about Cao Cao's behavior today. Is it possible that the whole act of offering you the sword was a ruse, intended to conceal an assassination plot? That part is all Lu Bu in the novel. Lu Bu's not that dumb of a guy, okay? Koei treats him like a complete idiot. He's not a complete idiot. He has moments. I talked about this in the last stream. He has moments where he is competent, you know? You're just like, okay, maybe he's not super smart. Maybe he does fall for stuff. But he's at least competent. Self-preservation taking full priority. Yeah, I mean, Cao Cao, his quote, betraying the world. Cao Cao's in it for Cao Cao. You know what I mean? The way I took it is this guy was, that's why I said he's just being an edgelord with Wang Yang. I'm like, this guy's not really going to cut down Dongzhuo at the expense of his own life. Nothing this guy's going to do is going to be at the expense of his own life. Ever. You know, everything has to be self-serving with this guy. And this part's funny because Dongzhuo is actually hurt. Damn that Cao Cao. How could he be so ungrateful after all the kindness I showed him? Yeah, Dongzhuo feels like he was betrayed by a bro in the novel. Like, it's conveyed like his feelings were actually hurt. Even a tyrant has feelings. It's true. But for some reason, he really liked Cao Cao. He considered Cao Cao a bro. So the betrayal actually hurts him. And I don't know why Koei hasn't... Why hasn't Koei touched on this in Dynasty Warriors? I could just see it being so funny. Like, have Dongzhuo's feelings genuinely be hurt, you know? Arrest Cao Cao, send a wanted poster with his description to all the gates in the land. Whoever catches Cao Cao will find him a very rich man indeed. You know? Alright, Cao Cao leaves the Dongzhuo force. Okay. Oh, that's not even the... Okay, so we still have the deposition of the Emperor, and Cao Cao raises an army, okay. Yeah, like Lu Bu's... What's Lu Bu's intelligence stat in this game? His intelligence stat is just way too low in every game. I know they wanted to make him like the definition of a beat stick. 26 intelligence. .26 intelligence. That's just... It's just too severe. It's insane. Like I said, he's the one that pieces it together. Because he notices that Cao Cao is like sweaty and nervous. And then he thinks about it, and then he tells Dongzhuo, hey, that Cao Cao fellow seems terrified for some reason. And then Dongzhuo tells him that's weird, and he tells him what happened, and then Lu Bu's like... Lu Bu's basically like, sounds like he was trying to assassinate you. You know? Kind of stating the obvious, you know? And you know, part of that's got to be because Lu Bu is probably thinking from his perspective. You know? Lu Bu is probably thinking, that's what I do. Sounds like he was trying to kill you. You know, because that's my MO, is to kill fathers, stepfathers. So, but still, Dongzhuo doesn't piece it together. Lu Bu does. The guy's got a 26 intelligence. Did he put anybody here? Still nobody? Okay. We gotta watch this gate, because we're super vulnerable. Oh man, this is a tough spot. It has gotten easier now that Heejin's gone, but not by much. Okay. We're in July. I got Yang Biao, that's good. Guy's got famous, so he'll help me suppress these areas. These areas up here in Hanzhong are fucking giant sized. Where's he going? Is he gonna leave? Can't believe he's wasting Huaxiang up here in the mountains. Attack Hanzhong. There's no way. Maybe. Maybe he is. I don't know. Okay. Like that one battle where he manages 100 stat deceive check on Lu Bu when face to face with him and escapes. Oh yeah, there's that moment too. That moment makes it makes Lu Bu look really dumb, like the 26 intelligence is earned. And on the other hand, it makes Cao Cao look really fucking smart. And I think Cao Cao does that 2 times. Doesn't he pull something like that against Ma Chao later? I think he does. I think he pulls a similar trick against Ma Chao where he gets away. Do I want to go after Li Ru? That's the question. Do I let him get closer? I feel like I should go after him. The gate is busy right now because it's under attack. Han Sui's the man to do it. I'm gonna leave Trader Killer on because the boosted maneuverability, it'll actually be relevant for a change. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it here for now. Like I said, I'll probably be back in the morning. We'll probably have another morning stream and we'll continue this run. We'll do a part 2, an official part 2. So yeah, if you guys could do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're gonna continue this. And then I don't know what else. Like I said, I got a lot of time, so we'll probably have a couple of streams this week. I'm going to try to get my Twitch up and running. So I might stream some Wulong or some War Tales. I'll put a post up with my Twitch anyway. Once I get back on that, once that's ready to go, I'll put a post up on the channel. So if you want to follow that, or you want to catch the Twitch live, keep an eye out for the post. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care, everybody.